Hi guys, Mitchell here in Mitchell, Minnesota. Welcome back to my channel. Today is my week 19 gastric bypass lap band to RNY gastric bypass update video. If that sounds like something that you are interested in or you give a crap about anything bariatric, then stay tuned. Alright guys, I hope you have had a wonderful week. Sorry, my nose is a little red. I was just sweeping or shoveling the ice off the walk finally. Here, it has not been snowing. In fact, they keep bringing up this, these stories about how Kansas City in Missouri has more, I don't know why they chose Kansas City, but Kansas City has more snow than we do right now, which is not normal, yada, yada, yada. Our normal, this morning it was saying our normal high is like 8 or 9, and we're in the 40s. So it's like crazy, El Nino or whatever it is this year. Oh, sorry. That aside, I had my revision surgery from lap band to gastric bypass on August 7th, 2018. My highest weight was 273 pounds. My surgery was 260 pounds. Last week I came to at 222 or 3 pounds, I cannot remember. It was a pound up. I had gained a pound in a week. Or had, by the time I weighed, I had an extra pound. And today I am the exact same. I have not moved. I have not budged. I've seen everything on the scales this week from 220 to 224. And I know that that is like, you know, fluctuating weight gain or water and stuff. I've upped my water again from 66 ounces, anywhere between 66 ounces and 108 ounces. Because I feel like I lose more weight when I do have more water in my system, and you know, I started to kind of crave water, and I love the Crystal Light because it's kind of my sweet treat for the day when I have it. I'm not gonna lie, I am incredibly frustrated. It's a darker, this isn't like, oh, I feel so good. I mean, I feel good, but I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with myself. I'm frustrated with my body. I'm frustrated with the fact that I had the lap band before RNY. I'm just frustrated. I think back to my nutritionist appointment a few weeks ago, and when my doctor, you know, my surgeon came in and said, you know, your plateau comes a little sooner, your stalls are more frequent, your loss is slower, and that's really super hard to take in. It is. Like, I can't say that it's not. I can't say that I'm not frustrated. You know, are there things that I've done? Yeah, I've had a couple slip-ups, but I've been, this last week especially, I've been a lot more on track, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. I'm trying to think. It's just kind of a combination. I think the holidays being here and everything like that has put like a weird lens on. And that's really hard to put the holidays, you know, and I've had to throw away so much food, you guys, that I've purchased thinking I could do moderation, and I can't. And I realize that, and I throw it out. I did try this last 2 weeks, or the last week, I dumped twice in the same day. I wasn't thinking. We were watching a movie, and my husband brought me a small, about a half a cup or less of eggnog, and I tried it. I was like, oh, this is eggnog. And I was like, I'll try it, see what happens. No. Eggnog is obviously not something that we should be drinking. You know, this much though, I thought was okay. It hurt my tummy so bad. And I don't know if it's from the fat or the sugar or whatever, but it was not good. Fine. So I lay in bed for a little bit, and my husband is so funny because he'll come and lay with me because I make him, and it oscillates between him feeling sorry for me and him absolutely not feeling sorry for me. because I did it to myself, which I did. And then so I was fine. We had lunch. I just had some, God, what was it? Some meat and cheese, which I normally have, and that's a safe bet. And I think I was just right at that, you know, you were coming back down. Oh, and then a little bit of, there must have been some sugar or fat in it somewhere that I didn't notice. So then, boom, again, it happened again. And this time, I had gone out to the store to buy sugar. And I'll show you the sugar in a second. So, like, I'm in the grocery store, and I'm like, okay, I have to come home now. This is bad. I'm going to unbuckle my pants in the store because there's too much pressure on my stomach right now. So there was that. Let me get the sugar and show you guys what the sugar. All right. So this sugar is by the brand Swerve. And I'm a nerd, so I looked it up on their website and their YouTube and their Facebook because I was like, Splenda isn't always the best thing for me. And I liked this stuff. So here's, I got the granulated, so just regular sugar, and it's cup for cup. Like on Splenda, I don't like how you have to like measure it kind of separately. This is cup for cup, bakes and measures like sugar. And on the back, you can see all of these really great things. It's diabetic friendly, tastes just like sugar. It's easy to digest. It's specifically designed to taste or digest well. Tooth friendly, bakes like sugar, non-glycemic, gluten-free, and it measures like sugar. And I saw that there were 4 carbs on there, and I went on the website, and it even says on here, 0 net carbs. The ingredients in Swerve do not affect blood sugar, so the carbohydrate it contains are considered non-impact. So there's the granulated, and I also bought the powdered sugar or confectioner sugar. As I've talked about in a couple of videos, I made kransekake, Norwegian dessert, and it's just almonds and egg whites and sugar for like the cake part of it. Norway's not known for its foods. And so using the regular sugar or, you know, granulated sugar for the sugar that goes in with the almonds, and then confectioner sugar for the frosting, it's like, boom, so fantastic. I will say these come in 12 ounces, so, you know, not a lot, and they are $9 a bag. $9, and I can't get them at my regular grocery store. I feel like in California I could, because like they're better about that, but I had to go to like our co-op to get it. So that's a fun little, I'm just glad that I found those. I even put some of the confectioner sugar in my decaf that I had the other day. It was wonderful. It was actually a little too sweet for me, so I didn't drink it all. But yeah, so back on track. Like I said, I'm frustrated, I'm mad, I feel defeated, but at the same time, I think back to eating and how I just gain. I mean, that's how we get there, is we gain. And I'm not necessarily gaining in the way I was, and this week I was even able to stay the same. Sorry, I keep getting text messages and emails and all sorts of stuff. So there's that. Yeah, I feel like my portions are okay. I don't know if you guys have Target where you are. I love the ones here. They're from here, so like their big stores, Super Target, are here. I had never heard of a Super Target until I moved here. Holy crap, they're the best thing. Full service liquor store, deli, bakery, eye center, like optometrist and doctor's office, the whole shebang. So it's got a lot of stuff in it. And I'll go to like the deli and like yesterday and today for lunch. I didn't feel like making anything, so I just got like the little pre-portioned. Yesterday it was like very thin flatbread with roast beef and a little cheese, and that's it. Oh, and some grapes. So I had that yesterday, and then today I just ate it. What am I talking about? Oh, it was some cheese and Genoa salami and little teeny tiny little cracker breadsticks. So it was good. The one thing that I'm having trouble with, and I don't know if you guys are the same way, so please let me know if you are, taking 20 to 30 minutes to eat my meal doesn't register in my brain. It doesn't register any way for me to be successful. Maybe 10 minutes it takes for me to eat. Sometimes longer. I mean, That's, I think, the hardest part. I'm going from appointment to appointment at work, or I'm trying to get things done and go to work, or, you know, other things. So that's definitely hard for me. When I sit down and I do take my time, oh, sorry, I get full for the most part. When like today, it took me maybe 10 minutes to have my little snack pack for lunch. And I was full and content, but it's like, I know it would be more so if I took the time. So that's a hard one. But it's also hard. There's food in front of me. I want to eat it. So there's, I mean, confessions of an always fat kid inside of us, or inside of me at least. I am, I don't know. I'm just in this weird place. We did try this weekend. I was excited. We went and tried Indian food for the first time, and I was like, that's gonna kill me. And my husband was like, we'll just take it easy. We'll work it out. It was so good, you guys. No tummy issues whatsoever. I had a samosa, a small samosa, which is like a little breaded thingy. And it has like potatoes and peas and carrots in it. So I was like, there's my carbs for the day. And then I forgot what it was called, but it was like a rice dish with shrimp and chicken and beef in it. So I made sure to get like a few pieces of shrimp, a few little pieces of chicken and beef, and like, yeah, the rice was still on it, but I was content. I was very content, and that felt really nice. Oh, excuse me. Oh. And I had a small chai tea. So good. I was really glad about that. I mean, we had enough that we brought, because we got the dinner for 2. We had enough that we had it for lunch the next day, and then my husband had it for dinner last night as well. Like, there was enough food in there to do it. I'm trying to think if there's any other updates. I'm feeling good in that for the most part I can be accountable. It is so hard though. I work with, you know, I'm a teacher, and I've been a classroom teacher for many years, and this is my first year of going out to homes, and I come back to a central office within the public school district, and I work with other teachers who are doing the same thing, because we work with early childhood. It's this whole thing. It's just a different world, and they're all teachers. All of them are women, and in my department evaluation, like, there are all these amazing teachers and these amazing women, and they're all like moms and stuff. So like yesterday and today, it's just, I walk in and the table is full of a smorgasbord of pie and cookies and cake and frosting and chips and like so many good things that I had one of the little cookies that was about this big, and I was like, oh, pull yourself back. You don't need it. You don't need it. I don't need it. I want it. I want it more than anything. I want it more than life. But no, that's not it. Although I allowed myself to have that one little cookie, which it registers low enough that I don't feel it, sugar-wise. But I think about, okay, well, how would you have responded pre-surgery, even with the lap band? And my response to that is, I would have eaten as much as I could have. So that's a win. I think cutting off everything is not really practical. But again, like I think I talked about it last week, I could never have a sip of alcohol again, and I would be perfectly fine. It's nice, like I love wine, don't get me wrong, I love wine, but I could never have a drop of alcohol again, and I would like, the sun would come up. On the other hand, I can't have a little bit of food that like I talked about last week. Sugar is really easy for me to go on a slippery slope to. Not necessarily bread, because I've had little bread products here and there because they're okayed on my nutritionist plan. So it's another trial and error, trial by fire, however you want to put it. So that's kind of where I am weight-wise. I actually pulled this out of my drawer this morning, and I haven't worn this in a year and a half, 2 years, and this is oh crap, What is it? Okay, I gotta take this off. Okay, now that I've taken that off, this is a medium large. It's like, it says M/L, so I think it's in the middle. So that's nice. I'm not 100% comfortable in it. I like them to be a little bit flowier than tight to the body, so we're getting there. But I'm lucky enough that I have clothes from when I was skinny with my lap band, which again was not a healthy way of being skinny, so it was not sustainable. So I tried on, before surgery and before pre-op diet, because I have big hips, I was at like a 42 to 44 inch waist. 42, 32. So 42 being, I think, the inches, the circumference around, and the length being the 32. Sometimes 34 depending. And I was glad that I tried on some of my 36s, 36, 32s, and those fit tight, a little tight. I mean, I could wear them, but they weren't necessarily super comfy. So I know that I'm going in the right direction. About a month and a half ago, I was in the 30s, 38s to 40s. So it's like, yeah, it is coming down. And again, I have to remember, just because the scale isn't moving doesn't mean that necessarily that I'm not losing in other ways. Like, inches go away and things like that. And that is the hardest, that really is the hardest part, because I'm with me every day. And I see it, and it's like, why can't I internalize that it's okay? It's okay to gain a pound. It's okay to do certain things, have a treat. And I can't get over those humps, and I fully admit that I can't get over those humps. These last few weeks have been very difficult for me, truth be told, and I'm not necessarily at a good place in my head, in my headspace that I was in the beginning. And that's okay. I find for myself, when I go through a journey of any kind, whether it be work, school, an assignment, think of an assignment, I'm really gung-ho at the beginning, I hate it in the middle, and I think it's never going to end, and then at the end, I can do it because I'm getting towards the end. Again, I'm 51 pounds to my goal. I'm halfway to my goal. I fully comprehend and understand that these last 50 pounds I'm going to fight for. And I'm going to fight for hard. I am going to fight for them. I don't want these pounds on my body. They are not welcome. They are not wanted. They are not the cause of anything good. They're not for me. And I just have to keep reciting that and being positive and knowing that it is okay to mess up along the way. There's a reason that we have this surgery. This surgery is a last stitch effort, last resort, whatever you want to call it, to traditional weight loss. And again, I am incredibly thankful that I had it. I'm incredibly thankful that my insurance covered it, considering I already had a weight loss surgery 10 years prior. And I think that the fact that I lose slower, primarily I believe because I was banded first, that throws you for a mental loop. It does. And that's just, it is what, and I hate it when my husband says this. He goes, well, it is what it is. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. That's the stupidest thing. I hate that so much, but it is what it is. Yeah, so weight-wise, that's all there. I had so much fun making my Christmas Secret Santa video. I loved it. I think it's so much fun. I'm watching all of your guys's. They're so long, which I love. So I'm kind of watching them in chunks in my car. I listen to some videos, and like in my car, like between visits or appointments, I'll like have my phone and I'll watch it. So if I'm watching them, I haven't commented on them yet because I make thoughtful comments as I go. And I have YouTube Premium, so like I'm on my notes app when I'm like listening to it. So it's coming. In fact, Little Kansas Kitty, I was watching yours and I fell asleep listening to it. So I have to watch the last like 4 minutes of it, but everybody's doing, I just love it. I think it's so neat. It's this community is incredible. And I know I say it a lot, but I'm going to always cheer it, that it's just the reason that I am this successful is because I have you guys to watch and to inspire and to tell me it's okay and that it is going to be great and we are doing good things. So I'm very, very thankful for that. We've only got a few days before Christmas, you guys. Like, what? I have to make cookies for my husband's work, and I don't want to because that's temptation, but I can't live in a world where there's no such thing as cookies or cake or pie or Kentucky Fried Chicken, the extra crispy chicken. Oh my God. I can't live in that world because that's not the real world. And that's I think that's the hardest part. You gotta have food. You gotta have water. Again, that's what it is. I'm proud of myself for not having pop, for not having alcohol, for not having caffeinated coffee or caffeinated drinks. There's so many things I'm doing right, and I have to remember that. And isn't that the way that we think? We think inherently like, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I could have done that better. It's like, okay, here's where I screwed up this week, but here's how I succeeded. Here's how I did things right. Here's how I made choices that benefited me and my weight loss journey in a way that's super beneficial for me long term. So I just have to keep doing that. I through this video, I'm sure you can see, like, I won't make excuses for myself because that's never got me anywhere. It got me fat, and that's okay. I've done that. I've been fat forever, and I had a taste of being thin, and I loved it. I had 2 years of being thin, and then I had the saline taken out of my lap band, and the rest is history until this. So, I'm so close to 219, getting out of the 220s, and then my goal will be 199. I can see Wonderland on the horizon, and I just have to get it together. And I can get it together. I will get it together. And keep on fighting the good fight, right? That's what we do. We fight the good fight. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll be posting some videos here soon. I've got them all made. I just have to edit them and do some Vlogmasy stuff. I'm making the kransekake, the Norwegian dessert, and then I'm making an alcoholic beverage that I may enjoy a little bit of, but probably not. I'm making it for my husband and my coworkers. It's called glögg. I'll write it here, glögg. And it's like, if you're familiar with mulled wine in like the Germanic area of the world, it's the Norwegian version of that. You know, mulled spices, and it just uses a different type of liquor. So, and look out for that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. You should be getting some time off, hopefully, for the holidays. One of the bright spots of being a teacher is after Friday, I am done for a while. So we will talk soon. I'm going to go watch some of you guys' videos and comment. I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.